love is in the air every time I look around. And so is that sweet, sweet Ash. It is Ash Wednesday, my dudes. Who's pumped for the start of Lenten season? You get schmutz on your forehead. You get schmutz on your forehead. You get schmutz on your forehead. It's also Valentine's Day. All my single H cuties, put your hands up. But I couldn't care less about cheap chocolate and wilted flowers. No, I'm in love with the fact that pitchers and catchers reported today. Spring training's here, baby. Hope springs eternal in baseball. And it also springs eternal on HQ, the trivia game show you play on your phone where you answer questions to win cash. I'm your host with the Ned Yost, Scott Rogowski, a.k.a. Dan Quisenberry, a.k.a. Jason Quizringhausen, a.k.a. Cesar Quizturris, coming to you live from the greatest city on earth, the city that never sleeps, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Long tossing with all 730,000 H-Cupids, including KDS, Alyssa Martin, Jose Rodriguez, Jennifer Henry, Cassidy DeHart, Trevor Collins, Kat Muller, Nicole Cox, and Cecile Erazo. What up? Is this your first big league camp? Are you a non-roster invitee? Well, listen up, Rook. I asked 12 questions. You got to get them all right to win the cash prize. Do you know what we're playing for today? 2,500 Doug Drabecks, 2,500 Darren Daltons, 2,500 David Dollars. With that kind of loot, you could buy 40 fungo bats, 14 L screens, and still have enough left over for a box of Russell Stover. You ready to quiz me and get some money? Do you want to get down to business? Roses are red, violets are blue, Syndergaard will win the Cy, and you'll win HQ. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this Ash Valentine show on the road. Let's play ball. Numero uno. Hamburgers are usually made with what? Yarn, ground beef, or sweet dreams? Sweet dreams are made of these? Are they? Hamburger? Cheeseburger. From the frozen patty to the hulking half-pounder, hamburgers are made of cow ambrosia, a.k.a. ground beef. I mean, the good ones are made with, like, ground steak, but 761,038 of you are graduating from Bovine University. The rest headed to the abattoir. Numero duo. Who is the reigning monarch of Great Britain? Queen Elizabeth, Prince Paul, or King Koopa? You guys been watching The Throne? I've been watching The Throne for the last 66 years. Much hasn't changed in that time. No, it's been occupied by QE the Dose, Queen Elizabeth, since 1952, 37 years before Prince Paul began cramming comedy sketches onto hip-hop albums. His reign of terror. 735,753 are 3 feet high and rising. The rest are 6 feet deep after Q2. Q3, which of the following musicians has won a Nobel Prize? Madonna, Bruce Springsteen, or Bob Dylan? Yes, all music nobility, these three, but only one has that Nobel Prize, and that would be Robert Zimmerman from Hibbing, Minnesota. Oh, you know him as Bob Dylan, perhaps. Yeah, Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize last year for literature. How does it feel to have tapped Bob Dylan? 480,398 of you. Ooh, you know that Bob had to give a lecture to receive the money portion of the prize, which he did like 5 days before the deadline. And it turns out he cribbed most of it from Moby Dick's Spark Notes. Even Bob comes up against the deadline there. Q4, Ricky Martin was a member of which boy band? Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, or Menudo? Another musical question here. You hearing that sweet music on Valentine's Day? You got a Valentine? Yeah? Is Ricky Martin your Valentine? Well, this is also the name for a traditional Mexican soup, but it was a Latin boy band phenomenon founded in 1977, Menudo. Yes, Menudo with a rotating lineup. Ricky made his Menudo debut in 1984. 341,277 of you are living La Vida Loco. Loca? Loco, depending on, it's Loca. It's Loca. And Ricky's living La Vida comfortable these days. He's making good money. Q5. Which of these is a tool used for glass blowing? Swage, rotary cutter, or punty? Any glass blowers out there? This one's for you. Glass blowers playing HQ. Put down your tools there. Blacksmiths use a swage block, quilters use a rotary cutter, but glassblowers use an iron rod called a punty. Yes, put down your punties. If you tapped punty, then you're going to maybe afford a new one today. Oh, my goodness. Wowie zowie, savagery here at Q5. 75,949 surviving. The rest of you so badly wanted to get your swage on, but no swagger today. No swag for swage. 75,949. You know, the more terrifying the hobby, the more adorable the names for the tool. Punty. It's cute. We punted a whole lot of you there. Q6. Which of these animals has a species named after Ferdinand Magellan? Penguin, otter, or dolphin? Down to just 75,000 and change. 285,000 watching here. Spending her Valentine's Day with me, thank you. The South American Magellanic penguin was named for the explorer who in 1519 was the first European to spot the bird. It's Magellan. 48,369 are gelling like Magellan. Magellan saw this bird and he was like, I got dibs. That's mine. It shall have my name forever. 48,000 with happy feet marching on to Q7. The rest of you flightless like the penguins. Ron Perlman, Chris Christopherson, and Linda Carter have all recorded voices for what video game series? Fallout, Grand Theft Auto, or Halo? The gamers out there, the woke gamers, playing HQ. Today, on this Ash Valentine's Day, Ron Perlman was in Halo. Chris Christopherson was in GTA, and Linda in Elder Scrolls Wonder Woman. But only Fallout has featured all three. Fallout's your answer. Hellboy, Whistler, and Wonder Woman together. And another savage question here at Q7. We are down to just under 10,000 players left. Ouchie wowie. 9,455 remain. Yeah, I can feel your halo. Q8, ancient Egyptians shaved their eyebrows when what occurred? Pharaoh became ill, house cat passed away, or harvest was bountiful? When did they shave their eyebrows? Well, when a beloved cat passed, its owner's mourning period lasted until their eyebrows grew back. House cat passing away is your answer. 3,769 are purring on to the next question. Good thing I don't own a cat, because these brows are my bread and butter, baby. 3,769, walking like an Egyptian to Q9. Which legendary writer used to live with Marlon Brando, Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, or James Baldwin? Marlon Brando. This is a quiz. I'll give you a quiz you can't refuse. Q9 here. After meeting at the Calypso Cafe in New York City, Brando moved into a Greenwich Village apartment with this brilliant essayist and author of Go Tell It on a Mountain. You know who it is. James Baldwin. Yes, JB Smoove. James Baldwin and Marlon Brando. Rumors have it they were more than just roommates, if you catch my drift on this Valentine's Day. And look at this here, an even split on Q9, just about 1,133. Choosing the correct answer. The rest of you, you are not my H cuties. You are not my Valentines today. Q10, which of these animals does not possess chromatophores? Cuttlefish, zebrafish, or peacock? Chromatophores. Chromatophores, what are they? Well, they are specialized cells that allow certain organisms to change color. Organisms like squids, octopuses, cuttlefish, and zebrafish. But you're not going to find them in birds. No, peacocks do not sport chromatophores. 588 of you are peacocking today, strutting right on to Q11. The rest of you getting your feathers cut. Q11, the penultimate question, the intro of TV's Wide World of Sports pairs the phrase agony of defeat with what footage? A skier wiping out, race car crashing, or a runner collapsing? Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sports. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. I'm Jim McKay. No, Slovenia's Vinko Bogataj recovered and spent years unaware he was a cult figure in America. He had no idea why he was invited to the Wide World of Sports 20th anniversary, and he was quite surprised when Muhammad Ali asked for his autograph because he's the skier wiping out in the footage 246 of you surviving the slalom. The double black diamond here, the rest of you wiping out like poor Vinko there. Vinko, oh, poor Vinko. 246 HQTs remain. into the final round here, Q12. This is it, folks. It all boils down to this. 246 players, $2,500. We're celebrating Valentine's Day, celebrating Ash Wednesday, celebrating your victory, which could happen right now, Q12. How did Senator Strom Thurmand prepare for the longest ever U.S. congressional filibuster? Inserted a feeding tube, took steam baths, or got vitamin B shots? Strom Thurmand, failed presidential candidate, all-around bad dude. The filibuster of Strom Thurmand, a senator infamous for both his racism and sexual harassment, eventually ended, having failed completely. The Civil Rights Act passed despite his efforts against it. Progress continued and still continues. But how did a 64-year-old man stand and deliver a monologue for 24 hours? Well, he dehydrated his body before entering the chamber so he didn't have to pee by taking steam baths. He steamed it all out of him and delivered a 24-hour filibuster, and he still lost. Ha ha. Sorry, Strom. You didn't get it this time, and you'll never get it because you're no longer with us. 97 winners, baby! You're with us. The old 97s. Old Jeremy Roenick's number, 97 winners, splitting 25 hundo. That's about $25.70 each. Yeah, that's gonna get you at least one rose. Roses are expensive now. EEE winning money. Midgar getting $25.77. Jeff Keighley from the Game Awards. What up, Jeff? He used to host this show. He won $25.77. Ben 24 using me and Bert as his avatar there. Okay. Cease and desist. My lawyers will be talking to you very soon. Jerry Troy, you won some money. A whole lot more of you. How about that? That's good for some chocolate, good for some flowers. Maybe good for an appetizer tonight if you're going out for Valentine's Day. But before you go out or while you're out, make sure you reserve 9 p.m. Eastern time for me. I want a date with you tonight. HQ is back tonight live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be here. We might get into it tonight, Valentine's Day. It might be a little steamy up in here, like those steam baths. Folks, I'm taking a break for a little bit. Got to recharge my batteries. Come back tonight. Until then, this is Scott Rogowski signing off saying, this year, give her English muffins.